everyone, my name is Nina Camplin and I'm the online arts facilitator for the VC Gallery. Welcome to another one of my live watch parties, and today I'm going to be painting a New Forest pony. This is based on, it's a photograph that I actually took in the New Forest a few years ago, and I have actually done a painting from this in the past. But today I'm going to attempt to paint this using just 3 colours. So it's actually just one colour, but with black and white. Okay, so I'm just using cadmium yellow, and I think that's just a processed black, and titanium white. And I've got my blank canvas here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this camera, and I'm going to flip the camera to use on the other side. Right, so to start with, I'm going to put down a base, and for this I'm using the cadmium yellow and the titanium white, and I'm just going to mix them together, but by using the paintbrush in one and then the other. So I'm going to start off with the yellow, and then I'm just going to use white. So I've got a background down now, and then what I'm actually going to do, I can show you this. I'm going to take a little bit of the black, just want a tiny bit, and then I'm going to mix that in with the yellow. And I really want to just use as small amount as possible. And then I'm going to start putting in the ground. I'm starting about halfway down the canvas, and I'm just doing small vertical strokes coming down. It's quite pale, so there is not much black in this mix at all, it's mostly yellow. And then as I come down, I'm just going to start adding a little bit more black to it. Don't want it to go too strong too soon. You can see that it's very easy to saturate the black too quickly. I don't mind it being a bit darker over on this side. If you find that you've added too much black in, just use the yellow on its own, because it will still have black on the brush. And then while I've got this darker colour on the brush, I'm going to just put some darker shading into the sky as well. Now I'm going to switch to a smaller brush, and I'm going to start putting in the got some distant shrubbery that I want to add in the background. So slightly darker again, still not going all the way to black, still using mostly yellow. So if I show you the mix here, it's not that dark. I'm going to start putting in, it's just below the top of the horizon line. In fact, I might go back to the other brush. This brush is a lot more, it's old and knackered, and it's a lot better for doing foliage, I find. And then back to the thick brush to put some dark shading underneath this. And now we have some distant shrubbery. Then I'm going to put the tree in. In the original photograph, it's just leaves that come in from the front, but on this I wanted to put in a trunk, because I think it frames the picture better. I'm going to go with just the black on this. And trunk, it's going to start a bit further down, so come down to about here, and then go just up turn off the top of the canvas. I have another branch coming out there. And then I want to bring the branches across so they come around the top of the pony. This is yellow and white. I've got a bit of sun reflecting onto the side of the trunk. Okay, I'm now going to put the pony in. I'm using a fine brush and the black on its own. So I'm going to start off by drawing 3 circles. I'll go back to the large brush again for this. So 3 circles, interlocking, and then fill them in. And I feel they need to be a bit bigger. So I'm coming down. I don't want the horse to be floating in the air, so he needs to be believable so that he's on the ground in front of the shrubbery. New Forest ponies are invariably eating grass, so they've nearly always got their head down to the ground. So I'm going to put the head in, coming down from the top of this first circle, coming down to the ground. And then another circle for the head, just there, small circle with an elongated part for the nose. And then when you start putting the legs in, it's really easy to go too heavy on the legs, so I find it's always good to start by making the legs way too thin, because then you can always thicken them. And the front legs come down from below the shoulders, so you've got one coming down like this, and then one like this. And then the back legs come out at a kind of angle from the back. If you follow the circle around, and then when you get down to there, you go round the opposite way. And in this original picture, the back legs were together and it looked like he's only got 3 legs, so I actually separated them by putting another one in front, like that. So I've got a basic horse shape there, but he's still not looking very New Forest pony-like at the moment. First of all, I need to sort the back out. So instead of having the 3 circles there, the back tends to be a bit, it dips in the middle. You get the shoulders coming up, and then it dips down, and then it goes around to the back and the ear and the tail at the back. And then the belly tends to be a bit more rounded, so the middle circle needs to be spread out and emphasised a bit more. And then we need a tail, which comes down from nearly from the top of the circle. And we'll just have an ear sticking out there. So, pretty much there. I think the stomach's still a bit flat looking. There we go. Now he looks a bit stumpy. In the original picture you can't see his feet because they're in the grass. So I'm going to add shadow in under the horse, or the pony I should say, and I'm going to go back to the flat brush, and I'm not going to use black on its own. I'm going to use a bit of the yellow with it again. So we've got kind of a dark yellow. And I'm just going to put a shadow in below the horse. And this will go all the way to his face. And you can see now how that doesn't matter if he hasn't got proper hooves on the bottom of his legs. And if you do make a mistake on the horse and you need to change it, you can always use the background to refine it as well by going in with the yellow where it's dark. If you want to define the leg or the head a bit more, you can always make the background a bit lighter around it. So I'm just going to put some more bits of foliage in around the tree, I think. So around here. I'll just have a small twig growing up here. And we can put some more shrubs in the foreground. And then we could also put some foliage in on the tree. So this is, again, it's just using mixes of the black and the yellow. There we have a landscape with a New Forest pony. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching that demonstration. If you do want to give it a go yourself, please do post your pictures to the VC Gallery Facebook page, because we'd love to see them. And I will be with you again next week. Bye!